eFoodsDirect.com/Alex. 800-409-5633. Again, that's eFoodsDirect.com/Alex. 800-409-5633.
Hi, this is Alex Jones. Did you know that the global elite are now storing non-hybrid seeds in secret storage vaults near the Arctic Circle? Did you know that in a real meltdown, non-hybrid seeds can become more valuable than silver or gold? It's true, seeds have outperformed even gold and silver before in this country, and it's possible that could even happen again. So our friends at Solutions from Science have put together the perfect mix of non-hybrid seeds. They call it a survival seed bank, and it can produce an endless supply of nutrient-dense food for you and your family. And here's the best part. These seeds have not been genetically modified in any way, and you actually get enough seeds to plant a full-acre crisis garden. So visit them today at survivalseedbank.com. That's survivalseedbank.com, or give them a call at 877-327-0365. That's 877-327-0365. Remember, in a real crisis, non-hybrid seeds are the ultimate barter item. This is Alex Jones for survivalseedbank.com.
The Genesis Communications Radio Network proudly presents The Alex Jones Show, because there's a war on for your mind.
Okay, I'm going to rattle through your phone calls, your questions for Bob Chapman on what's happening with the global economic meltdown, what happened with a 1,000-point plunge, and then it going right back up with the plunge protection team run by the federal government manipulating the market. We're going to discuss this all with Bob Chapman right now. He's with us to the bottom of the hour. Then I'm going to continue with your phone calls about what happened yesterday and get into some other very important police state news. We have footage of a SWAT team up on Infowars.com and PrisonPlanet.com with my commentary going into a house over a gram, that's less than a joint of marijuana, killing both their dogs, including a Welsh Corgi, pointing guns at little kids, and then sending the CPS to try to take the kids because they had marijuana. Meanwhile, we have the Fox News clip in the clip where they admit our government's growing the opium in Afghanistan. Now, they've been caught flying cocaine in. Congressional hearings in the 70s and in 96 admitted the CIA ships a lot of the narcotics in. The big banks launder it. By keeping drugs illegal, that keeps the price high, which the banks can then launder. But Bob Chapman, it's been in foreign newspapers that our government has more than, it's 12 times plus a year ago, the amount of opium being produced pre-2001 in Afghanistan. But now to put Marine commanders on Fox News to say, yes, we help them grow it. If we don't, Al-Qaeda will sell it and make money. So, we've got to sell it because they'll sell it if we don't. No, you decriminalize it. But this is how they corrupt the troops in Vietnam. It's how they corrupted them in World War II for narcotics. You worked in military intelligence before you became one of the biggest gold and silver traders out there, before you started your top newsletter, the International Forecaster, and the ones that were before that. But what can you say about government narcotics trafficking and the fact that they are openly admitting now they're shipping the drugs in, but then when you're caught with marijuana, we're going to kill your dog and take your kids?
Well, the OSS got involved with MI6 in the late 1930s in the opium trade. Prior to that, the privateers were running opium from India to China on behalf of the British royal family. And so America has been directly involved in the process of distributing narcotics, which happens to be the most lucrative trade in the entire world, and almost every fortune of the royal families of Europe was made from the narcotics business. Now, I've interviewed about 15, almost all Marines in Afghanistan, who told me they were guarding the opium poppies. That was their job. And so what the colonel has said is absolutely true, and they're going to continue to do it. And they're producing 93% of the world's opium right now, and the largest crop of marijuana in the world. And the first place they flood is Europe, and of course the Russians are furious about it. And yeah,
that's in Reuters. They're saying spray the poppies, and our own government, NATO, says no, we're growing it. And they put Marines on TV with Geraldo telling us it's good that our government grows it and ships it out. But then the cops go in and kill people's dogs and laugh at them over a gram of marijuana in front of little kids in a middle-class home. It's so elementary. They ship it in as a pretext to enslave us and put us in prison and control our lives and to put us in their private prisons owned by big banks that launder the money. I mean, this is disgusting. And I've got a key video up on Infowars.com I'm asking listeners to make go mega viral. Government admits they deal heroin, yet terrorize families for pot. This 10-minute video. It is just so disgusting to see this, Bob. And look at Mexico collapsing from their phony drug war, where the U.S. government and the Mexican government are admittedly trying to knock out their competition down there. That's all this is, and it threatens to collapse our southwestern states.
Absolutely correct. And you get it nailed. It's a fight to take over the drug business by the CIA and the Mexican government. And there's absolutely no question. And the wealthy Mexicans look the other way, and the average Mexican, what's he going to do? And, you know, they're fighting with these groups, and the groups are fighting among each other for, you know, pathways into the United States and things like this. And, of course, the solution is Americans stop using drugs. But that's not going to happen. And so the transportation of narcotics into the United States from South and Central America and through Mexico is going to continue.
But folks, think of the magnitude. Put two and two together. Because they can't hide it anymore. They admit they're producing the cocaine and heroin. They're shipping it in. But then cops risk their lives in drug raids and are so busy not going after big dealers that have paid off their bosses, that they're raiding people for one joint and now sending CPS to take people's children if they're caught with marijuana for child endangerment. I mean, this is so outrageously in our face. It shows just how criminal this government and its enforcers are. They know exactly what they're doing. I've talked to so many cops, and they say, yeah, we know the government ships most of it in, but you know, this is our business, and we get money off the seizures, and so we're going to do this. If you decriminalize it, not legalize, decriminalize, all the money goes out of it. I mean, Skull&Bones was founded for drug dealing at Yale. I mean, our whole CIA was set up for drug dealing. And to watch them do this to their family, and those cops know full well the government's shipping all that stuff in, Bob, it tears my guts out.
Well, you're absolutely right, and they've known for a long, long time. I mean, we can go back to Air America during the Vietnam War. You know, anybody who knew anything about anything knew that the drugs were coming in from Southeast Asia from the CIA.
Okay, shifting gears. I have a Twitter question here from Info Assurance 1. Should we be pulling our money out of 401ks completely if the dollar collapses? What does it matter? And I want to dovetail that with Bloomberg and others, more and more articles. When you hear austerity, folks, what they've told Greece is they want half of people's 401ks and their pensions to pay the banks. The people don't even owe the money. Merkel, the German president, is saying blast treacherous banks in Greece, says it's all rigged. So the president of Germany is now, or the chancellor of Germany is now saying this. What can you say to people about the plan to get the pension funds?
We know they've had hearings, and of course, we're not invited. And the government's got to decide, if anything, what they're going to do. For the time being, they may not do anything. What I've instructed subscribers to do is wait and see if the government's going to do anything. And even if they do, will it be in the form of a 5% tax, so the money will be held for you in your governmental annuity to be paid out when you retire? Or will it be a partial voluntary effort by pension holders to pledge part of or all of their retirement to one of these governmental annuities?
Well, that's what Bloomberg said. They said regulators are ordering private pension funds to invest with them. That's a command and control economy right there.
That's right, but that's different than this. And so I've told people, let's wait till the shoe to drop. Now, what you're talking about is instructions from the federal government to pension and profit-sharing plans. You will buy Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac, Ginnie Mae, FHA, and U.S. Treasury paper. That's it.
Which is an even better way to steal it. I mean, it could be, because the Bloomberg article said making them buy failed banks, making them buy assets in failed banks.
That's true, too. And incidentally, in your comment on Germany, I have here the information on the Bilderbergers who are within the German government. Of course, Chancellor Merkel, Foreign Minister Westerwelle, Finance Minister Wolfgang Schäuble, Social Democrat Walter Steinmeier, and Green Party opposition leader Cem Ortsmeier. And so you got to say to yourself, the deck is packed. And what is going on right now is the German people are against the bailout, 63%. Number two, Mrs. Merkel and the Bundesrat have approved the money going with other monies.
So she's just acting like she's upset because of the election.
That's right.